Yo Joes, welcome to an addendum to my classified Snake Eyes review that I just did. I got a couple of upgrades that I want to share with you, and the first one is very easy. In the review I showed you that the knife wouldn't fit in the sheath, and quite a few people said that the regular version has that problem. The Hasbro Pulse edition, the special edition, doesn't seem to have that issue, but if you want to fix it, it's very, very easy. You got to slip it off his leg. That'll be the easiest way to do it. But all you got to do is drill out the sheath. And all I used was some drill bits. And you can either use an actual power drill, or you can actually just use a drill bit. You got to chew through the plastic. So a drill bit with a power drill will work, but you run the risk of drilling right through the sheath if you're not careful. What I actually did was just use a pair of pliers, stuck it in there, and with the pliers, just so that I wouldn't go all the way through so I can control it more, I just twisted it with the pliers, chewed through it, and then when I got all the way to the bottom, I pulled it while still twisting it, and that's how you chew through. You can actually see some of the plastic coming out right now just from doing that. Chewing through that plastic, tapping it, getting it to fall out. Careful that you don't go off to the side, or this will happen to you. See how I've pierced the side of the thing just a little bit. It's actually fine because when I stick the knife in, it's not going through that part. The drill bit, you can see, is making its way all the way to the bottom of the sheath, and I had to try a couple of times before I was to the very bottom. But you know, it's about making progress. The first time I did it, it got this far in and then a little further in, and now the hilt will go all the way to the bottom of the sheath. So that is very nice to fix, and it's a very easy fix. So that's upgrade number one, or correction number one. Slip that back on there, and that looks really nice with the knife all the way in the sheath, and it's secure too. It's not going to fall out. You actually have to give it a good little push to keep it in there. Upgrade number two is the ab crunch. I had mentioned how loose it was in the first review, and now it's quite a bit better, and it was very easy. I tried to find the best place to put in a little bit of crazy glue. Yes, I used crazy glue. Clear nail polish is probably the best way to go, but I like crazy glue for how fast it dries and how hard it becomes. I've found that clear nail polish wears off quicker than crazy glue, so I think the best place to put it in is right in this back corner right here. And even if you get a little bit of glue residue, I don't really care. That's hidden in the back there. Just a little bit, a drop there, moved it a bit, and it's already a huge improvement. It feels so much sturdier, not as floppy as in the review that I was doing. I can move him around and he's not flopping all over the place. So that is a very easy little upgrade. And then finally, the final upgrade is the biggest upgrade of all. Gaz posted a picture over on the Patreon tribe, and this is absolutely necessary, I think, for every single classified Snake Eyes. He found a white timber wolf at Michael's, the craft store. And what is Snake Eyes without his white timber wolf? And this is absolutely perfect for Snake Eyes. So if you have a Michael's nearby, this is what he's going to look like. This is great. This little plastic thing he comes in is fantastic for keeping the legs from warping and bending. You want him to be able to have 3 paws on the ground. He's got the third paw lifted up. So this plastic will ensure that he doesn't get all bent. And he's got this little tag thing. It's a Safari World wolf, white wolf, Safari World. I don't know if that number helps you look them up, but There's all sorts of animals at Michael's craft stores. They got elephants and alligators, but the white wolf they got right there is the perfect scale for a 6-inch classified snake eyes, and that was the missing piece right there. I thought this snake eyes looked great, and now I think he looks perfect. Cannot have that 85 style snake eyes with that visor and that sword without his loyal Timberwolf beside him. Even though the wolf doesn't have any articulation, he just stands there. I think it looks perfect. And the original Timber didn't have any articulation either. He just stood there and looked fantastic. I think you gotta have it. You have to have the white wolf with the black shrouded snake eyes figure. And you can put him in front or you can put him in behind, but it just looks so right. Snake eyes with his wolf, the yin and the yang. Timber is one of my favorite G.I. Joe animal companions. Seemed like a very strange call to me that they would release this Snake Eyes figure without a wolf. But there you go. Perfect stand-in wolf. It's not exactly cheap. It's not a $1 dollar store wolf, but the sculpting on it is beautiful. It looks perfect with the classified figures. It's the same sculpt style. Some nice coloration on the back there, a bit of gray wash. There's enough paint applications on the head that it looks like it would go with a 6-inch G.I. Joe. Got some ever so slight green coloration in the eyes. What a cutie. And on the ears too, and look at that, even his paws are colored. Isn't that adorable? So yeah, that makes a huge difference right there. Big thanks to Gaz for pointing that out to me and to everyone else, and hope if you've got a Michael's nearby you can track one of these little fuzzy buggers too. And one more thing I wanted to mention, one more little hidden point of articulation that you might not be aware of. So these legs, they can go up and down, in and out, as I did on the review, but here is a little hidden new joint that I have seldom seen on toys, on action figures. You see how that's going in and out on the hip, and you might not even be aware of this and just be doing it. It naturally happens when you're moving the figure around, but if you're aware of it, then you can take advantage of it even more. So yeah, the leg will actually come out a little bit at the hip. He's got like hip extension. Interesting joint. It allows him to get really, really high up kicks. Now you can, maybe if you've ordered a whole bunch of Snake Eyes figures, you can put them all together and they can be like the Rockettes. Really hike those gams up. Thanks for all the comments on the Snake Eyes review. Thank you for waiting patiently for me to finally get one of these. And good luck in your hunt for the White Wolf. Until next time. Yo, Joe!